This is my 2800th video, and please do not ask me to say that again. It was hard enough saying it the first time. And let me tell you something. When an ice cube becomes so cold that it has to seek refuge in your house, it's cold outside. It is very cold outside, and it's not all that much better in here. That is why I am wearing a hooded sweatshirt. Okay. But I decided to start this video tonight with a little bit of fun. I received a telephone call from a telemarketer earlier this evening. Now, usually when it's a live telemarketer, you can have some fun with this. Okay? You can even strike up an interesting conversation. But when a computer calls you, that's not fun. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And when a computer calls me, I usually call the computer back. Why? Because usually if I get a hold of a computer, I also get a hold of the person running that computer. Then we really get to have a load of fun. Alright, so how are we going to have a little fun tonight? Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab your tape recorders. And in a little bit, I'm going to recite something. I want you to go ahead and record it. And I want you to have it ready and available to you whenever a computer calls you. Yes, I want you to call these computers back, and then I want you to play what I'm about to say to them. Alright? Now, when you do this, you'll have to edit this just a little bit, because when I say Mrs. So-and-so, you'll have to cut that out and actually put the name that they told you into that recording. The reason for that is usually when these computers call you, they are usually asking for somebody you have never met before in your entire life. And that really irks me off. Okay? So, do you have your tape recorders? Are they warmed up and ready to go? Really? Good. Let's begin. My name is not Mrs. So-and-so. I am not a female. Please do not call me again. Goodbye. Now, if you need to, you can run the video back and forth until you get the whole recording. And like I said, you'll have to edit it to get the Mrs. So-and-so out of there. But boy, you're about to have a load of fun. I want you to call back every single computer that has ever called you, and I want you to play that for them. Golly, that's going to be fun. Alright. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, a lot of times when people subscribe to me and I'm this close to a milestone, I will usually wait to talk to them until I reach the milestone. And that's exactly what we're going to do tonight. Okay? The first person I'm going to talk to is Cammy's Candy Reviews. He wrote to me and asked me if I remembered him. I don't remember you, but I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you watched my videos. And I'm glad you enjoyed them. And I would love for everybody to go check out your channel. And if that gets you some more views and some more subscribers, I was thrilled to help you. So, I'd love to hear from you again. So, feel free to contact me. And maybe we can do a collab together at some point. I don't know. Anyway, I also want to thank some of my regular video... I know, I just stutter all the time. My regular viewers, I want to thank some of them. Booball1067, Adam of Adam's Life, Crazy Josh Cravey, Boink the Clown, I'm trying to think some of my other ones. David Matthews was another one. If I've missed a name, let me know, and in the next milestone, I will absolutely wonderfully announce it here on YouTube. So, anyway, I'm just thrilled that you guys are watching me, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad for every subscriber I have. So there you go. Alright, I also want to welcome Foster Wong. And I also wanted to welcome Ink Uprise, Destiny Valdez, Lisa Jeffcoat, Drew Patel, Tiffany McGee, and Eugene Wright. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope you keep watching. Now, As for Hayley Hendrix, she wrote to a lot of people, and I was one of them, and she wanted to thank all of us for the support. She wanted to let us know that she was great. She wanted us to check out her new videos, and she wanted us to add her on Instagram. I don't go to Instagram very often because I usually do videos and not pictures, but if I do ever happen to hop back onto Instagram, I do have an account with them. I would be more than happy to add you. And if you want to enter my video response wars, feel free to do so. Okay? Caleb Affendor wrote me, and he had watched a video entitled What Guys Look For in Girls. That was a video I uploaded as a video response to the real What Guys Look For in Girls. Okay? And he said, true. Glad you feel that way. Carolyn Shoe wrote me, and I don't know whether she watched my video, Am I Pretty or Ugly, or What Guys Look For in Girls. Doesn't matter, either one. And what she wrote me was, okay, I understand where you're coming from, but I just know. I feel like you don't quite understand my situation, but not like I expect you to. Looks are important to me, and that will never change. Sorry. Let me tell you something. If you want to dedicate your life to looks, that's fine. But do remember one thing, that even a rose fades over time. You can have a beautiful outside for a long period of time, but eventually it will fade. It's what's on the inside that makes you beautiful. That's the absolute truth. And let me tell you something, if you have something beautiful on the inside, it will eventually radiate out. And people will see it. A real beautiful person is as beautiful on the inside as they ever are on the outside. And that's the truth. So, if you want to devote yourself to good looks, that's fine. But, like I said, you got to be beautiful on the inside, too. It's the only way it works. Anyway, I do thank you for stopping by, watching my video, commenting on it. And if this gets you ratings and subscribers, I was glad to help. So, anyway, let's go on here. We have one, Stephanie Ann. She watched my video, Am I Pretty or Ugly? And she said, "Aw, haha, you're so cute." I'm not really sure whether that's sarcastic or not, but I'm glad you watched my video. I'm glad you stopped by. And if you want to participate in my video response wars, feel free to do so. Okay? Now, I don't just get followers on YouTube. I also get followers on Twitter as well. Christina Hepler is now following me on Twitter. Thank you for following me. Zoe Diamantis, I hope I got that last name right. At first, when she wrote me, she thought I was boring. Of course, now she's come to the realization that I am an educational channel. I do agree with you, though, 100%, that I probably should have more entertaining videos on here, but I need to have that perfect balance between entertaining and educational. And hopefully with the help of Crazy Josh Cravey, and if you want to help as well, that's great, we can come up with a balance between stuff that's entertaining and also stuff that's educational. And that's exactly what I want to do. So, it's not easy coming up with a balance like that, but sometimes it has to be done. Alright, so I look forward to your future feedback. You keep right on writing. I'd love to hear from you. Whew. That's a lot. Now, the final thing I will say is that sometimes there is a communication problem between me and some members of my YouTube audience. And that all comes down to where I was raised. Okay. Now, I was raised in a city for 6 years. Then I ended up being, I spent most of my young adult life in, well, not even rural. It would be more of a country setting. Okay. I mean, let me tell you something. When you got past my backyard cemetery, that was nothing but country. Yeah. So you can pretty much see I had a little bit of country life and a little bit of city life. That was kind of a mix of relatives, too, because half half of my relatives are city life and the other half are country life. You talk about an unusual mix. So I'm kind of the best of both worlds. And you get taught a lot of things that other people just aren't taught. See what I mean? And so that tends to lead to some communication problems. And when that happens, then I have to take a step back and think, maybe I should make some more videos that will clarify where I'm coming from and why I say the things I say. One of the other regrets I have is that I don't have a lot of educational videos for elementary kids. I really don't. And that's because I started this channel with adult ed, and I've kind of expanded it to late junior high to high school. Okay? But teaching elementary kids is a little tough. And the reason for that is it's just like when you build a house. When you already have the foundation, putting the walls and the roof and everything else up is pretty easy. But building that foundation is a real bear. And I'm not all that great in building foundations. I can build upon something that's already there, but to build a foundation, that's a little different. So, as time goes on, maybe I'll develop an ability to go ahead and teach younger kids. And when I do, I'll produce more videos that hopefully will help them as well. But right now, there's a lot of adult ed that I need to teach, and that's exactly what I intend to do. So, whew. Is there anything else I want to say? Other than the fact that I am so thrilled that so many people have subscribed to me, and I'm thrilled that people watch me, and I do get positive messages from time to time saying, hey, you really did a good job, and thank you very much for all the things you've done. Really, there's not much else to say. Because if I continue saying things, I'll end up babbling, and we all know I have a very bad habit of babbling. I have a bad habit of stuttering, too. And I don't want to extend a video much longer than this. So, I'm just going to make this short and sweet. I want to thank everybody for showing up and watching me. I hope you continue to watch me. I hope you continue to subscribe to me. I do encourage you guys to participate in my video response wars, because that's running week after week. And I hope all you guys have a great week. And when I reach video number 2900, I'll let you know. In the meantime, try to stay warm, try to stay dry, and if you're in a tropical location, please, by all means, climb a tree, cut me off a coconut, and if you want to send a coconut my way, just let me know, and I'll tell you how to get it here. Alright, this is Ted the Speed Learner signing off. You guys have just wonderful days ahead. And I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.